Hey guys, I decided to record this video for people who used QuadRaw in the past but completely forgot how to use it. Just a quick reminder of all the hotkeys that you need to know. By the way, feel free to take a screenshot or you can download this little note I created from the link in the description. So let's start. First of all, I'll select my model and make it live, just like that. And now everything I create with QuadRaw will stick to my mesh. To activate QuadRaw, I can go to Modeling Toolkit and select it here, or I can use hotkey Ctrl+Shift+Q. To start creating new geometry, I need to place dots with left mouse button, just like that. Then I can click and hold Shift and I'll hover mouse on top of these dots, and Maya will highlight me possible geometries that I can create. To create face, I need to click with left mouse button, just like that. To move any parts of your created mesh, you can just click and hold with left mouse button, just like that, and move things around. If you want to delete one of the dots, you can do that with holding Ctrl+Shift and just click with left mouse button. If you have lots of extra dots that you want to delete, you can do that by accessing settings of QuadRaw, and here you can use two different hotkeys. You can use Command-Shift and right mouse button, as this is universal hotkey to open settings in Maya for any tool you are using. You can choose clear dots. Also, you can click and hold Tab, and with right mouse button, you'll get access to exactly the same settings. So you can use any hotkeys that you prefer. So you can get all the advanced settings if you check Tool Settings here. When you have more faces and you want to make your topology more even, you can click and hold Shift and then click and hold left mouse button, just like that. And you can relax your faces. You can also move any components along their normals, but you will need to disable live object here. And now I'm still using QuadRaw, and with middle mouse button, I just click and hold on any area, and I can lift the surface like that. It could be very useful, especially if you have some components stuck to wrong side of the model. Now I need to select my mesh again, make it live, and I can continue with QuadRaw. If you're using QuadRaw and you forgot some of the hotkeys, you can also check them here. If you go to Tool Settings, there is Keyboard Mouse Shortcuts. You'll see. However, there is one useful hotkey they did not include here. I'll show you. If you want to delete any component, you can do that very easy with QuadRaw, and you don't need to switch back to Move Tool or Selection Tool. You can just hover over components that you want to delete and use backspace, just like that. It works with edges and also works with vertices. Let's undo that. Now let's talk about extrude. If you check the settings, and you will see there is extend, and H is a default extend settings for QuadRaw. If you use that by default, when you click and hold Tab, and with left mouse button, you extrude just one edge like that. Click and hold Tab, and with middle mouse button, you can extrude the whole loop, just like that. And if you click and hold Tab, and with left mouse button, you can also extrude the vertex. If you want to extrude all the border edge and move it along their edge normals, you can do that if you change the settings. You go to Extend and you click Border. Now, if I hold Tab, I click with left mouse button, I will extrude all the edge, just like that. You have probably noticed that when you move components, they would snap together, and Maya will merge them when you get in very close to another component. However, this is something you can change if you go to Settings and you uncheck Auto Weld. And now I can move this vertex around and it won't merge with another vertex. And now let's have a look at the edge loop section. So when you want to move edge loop, you use Ctrl+Shift, and with middle mouse button will allow you to move edge loop just like that. If you want to delete H loop, you will use again Control Shift and click with left mouse button. You'll delete H loop. If you want to add H loop, you just hold Control and you'll see Maya will highlight your H. And when you click with left mouse button, you'll create H, just like that. If you want to create H loop in the middle of those polygons, you can do that. If you click and hold Control and click anywhere with middle mouse button, just like that, you'll place H in the center. And yeah, basically this is all you need to know about wardrobe, but let me quickly show you how you can use multicut as well while you are still in a wardrobe. So in the settings, you can switch to multicut, or you can use hotkey Control-Shift-X. Multicut will give you more freedom to create edges exactly the way you want them to be. For example, to have something like that, you need to use a right mouse button to place dots, and when you finish, you need to click enter to approve your new edge. Also, multicut will allow you to create edges with more than 4 faces. With multicut, there is also a few useful hotkeys you can use. If you want to add edge loop with multicut, you click and hold Control, just like that. And with left mouse button, you can add edge loop. If you want to add edge loop exactly in the middle, you hold Control and you click with middle mouse button exactly the same like you do with wardrobe, just like that. If you click and hold Control and Shift, you will get access to snapping to 1 of 10 of every edge. You can see here. And if I click with left mouse button, I'll create edge loop. If you want to create vertices on the edge, you can do that too. You need to click and hold left mouse button and just move along your edge to find a place. And you can find where you want to have your vertex. And then when you release it, you will have the vertex highlighted and you need to click enter. And now you will see that there is a vertex and multicut will start snapping to it, just like that. If you want to create vertex with the same snapping as I showed you before, you need to hold Shift and then click and drag. You can create vertex in the middle if you select 50% or anywhere else. For example, let's click enter. And now we can connect those 2 vertices together, just like that. And last but not least, on my note, you will see there is also some tips how you can change a different amount of edges. For example, if I want to have 2 edges here, but 4 on other side, I can use this 4 to 2 only in reverse. I can make cuts like that. And now I have 2 edges on that side and 4 edges on this side. So quite often I find it useful to check these guides and use them when I need to change the amount of edges on different sides of my model. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Please give me a like or subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I will see you in my next video.